Over the last decade, the number of smartwatches on the market has exploded, and although many of them share similar features, there are clear leaders in the space. In this article, we're going to look at some of the best rowing watches on the market. We're not looking at purely generic smartwatches because some watches track rowing-specific data. That being said, we're aware that not all of our readers will be interested in pure rowing data and instead will be interested in the fitness metrics too. We'll also, therefore, feature generic smartwatches. Starting number 1, Garmin Fenix 7X Sapphire. If money is no object and you want an all-singing, all-dancing rowing watch, this is your best bet. It's the latest Fenix update from Garmin and is their premium product. It'll cost you a lot of money, but this thing is like a computer strapped to your arm. The sheer amount of metrics and data you'll collect is, frankly, nuts. It's a great-looking watch. It is truly multisport and is great for OTW rowing and erg rowing. It'll track strokes in both types, but when rowing outdoors, it'll track speed, distance, and time via GPS. There's not enough space in this review to detail its features, but if you want a rowing watch that covers every other fitness base, this is the one for you. Garmin are tech-heavy. You can take phone calls, listen to music, receive push notifications, etc. on them too, but given that doesn't make them better watches for rowers, I'm going to largely ignore those features because I think they're irrelevant. At number 2, Garmin Quatix 7. The Quatix 7 is a watch designed specifically with water sports in mind. It's a watch that boasts features you don't see anywhere else in the smartwatch market, such as water depth, sail assist, wind speed, tide information, etc. It's largely designed with sailors in mind, but the rowing and fitness data is not to be sniffed at. If you are more of an OTW rower, it's the perfect watch for you. Even if you're not, the fitness features are also excellent. The Quatix will still track all of the normal fitness data but stroke rates as well for rowers. Garmin build quality means you can trust it to be a solid watch. Again, it's not cheap, but you want something rugged and able to record accurately. At number 3, Polar Vantage M2. Polar were the original developers of wearable heart rate monitor technology and have continued to develop products ever since. A bit like Concept 2, they tend to focus on what's important in a product rather than going for a dazzling array of features. The Polar Vantage M2 is a classic example. It's a great-looking, well-built and practical smartwatch that is excellent for rowing in different formats. The Polar Vantage M2 is a true multi-sport watch. It has 130 different sport profiles available to it, with rowing being one. It uses GPS to monitor speed, route and distance when OTW. It won't count stroke rate on the erg, but then there are rowing apps that do that. It will count other important metrics such as heart rate, calorie burn, workout intensity, etc. It's a great option and a fraction of the price of a Garmin watch. At number 4, Polar Ignite 2. The Ignite 2 is another great all-around fitness smartwatch from Polar. It's a cheaper watch than the Vantage M2, but it features much of the same technology and specifications. The main differences are the lack of Training Load Pro technology in the Ignite 2, which monitors the physical output and makes suggestions on your workload based on previous training, and the slightly reduced battery capacity. The Ignite 2 benefits from the excellent Polar Flow app support. If neither of those are important to you, the Polar Ignite 2 is a solid multi-sport fitness watch. Yes, the watch will need charging more than one or two of the others, once per week based on 5 workouts per week, but still less frequently than an Apple or Samsung watch. It will accurately track rowing distance, heart rate, calorie burn, etc. There's built-in GPS, music playing, and weather forecasting. You won't be able to count stroke rate on an erg, but setting the watch to the rowing profile and using the GPS, you'll get speed, distance, and rowing route data on your app with OTW sessions. At number 5, Garmin Venu 2. The Garmin Venu 2 is a, for Garmin, mid-range price smartwatch. Compared to the Polar, it's still steep. You won't get much change out of $450, but it's a solid product that will suit a lot of users. It benefits from many of the features of watches twice its price and also comes with its own set of earbuds, making listening to music through the watch easier. As a rowing watch, the Venu 2 is at home on the water and with an erg. The GPS tracker will monitor the usual speed, distance, and route metrics outside, whereas the rowing profile on the watch will monitor stroke rate. Fitness data is monitored on both. The Venu 2 has all of the fitness features of the other Garmin watches but at a much more tolerable price point.